Hi, welcome back to our channel. This is Cindy Casita and it's Real Estate with Cindy. Well, today I'm going to talk about the 5 things that you need to be checking on during your first year of being a real estate agent. And I'll have a bonus number 6, so stay to the end to see that one. So first one is our continuing ed. Now you have to have 45 hours the first year. So, a lot of brokerages recommend GRI. It didn't do much for me. I just didn't like how it was taught, I guess maybe, but I didn't feel like the information was something I could use, because getting your license does not, it just keeps you from getting in trouble. It doesn't teach you how to be a realtor. I felt like getting other designations was a better path for me. You can get designations for working with senior citizens, working with veterans, working with military, working with short sale people. That's when you owe more on your house than you can sell it for. And that's a CDPE. That's a really good one, because those kind of come and go, and it's helpful to know how to work with those. There's just so many resort rentals people, investors. There's just so many different ones. You can add those up and get your 45 hours in. That works out too. So just check in, see what you need to do. Be looking for these things, because you don't want to wait until the last month to try to cram it all in, because you're going to be crazy. So just work on it right after you get your license, and then you'll have it done by the end, because then you'll have the other continuing ed after the next 2 years. So get those 45 hours in, because you don't want to work so hard and lose your license, because you will lose your license and you have to start all over. We don't want to do that. Number 2, don't worry. I spent the first year worrying, what if I say the wrong thing? What if I go to the wrong house? What if I can't get the lockbox open? What if they don't like me? What if they don't call me back? What if? Don't worry. And my husband is so wonderful about reminding me it's not personal. They're not going after my family or hurting my feelings. It's not personal, it's business. It is a big transaction for people, and it is business. So don't worry. If you have a transaction issue, call your broker, call your team leader, call a fellow agent that is seasoned and knows what they're talking about. Don't take bad advice. I want you to be a great agent, but I don't want you to have a nervous breakdown in the process. And I did worry, did they get the earnest money in? Is my paperwork in? Is the lender going to be okay? You can't worry like that. You just have to trust the process, do your paperwork, and keep in touch with everybody. And you can't hang all your hopes on one transaction. That's why you want to have several going at one time, so that if one does fall through or doesn't happen, it's not devastating. It's sad, but it's not devastating. So, make sure you don't worry. Be happy. Kind of canny. All right, next thing is taking time off. You need to take time off for yourself, for your family, whatever you need to do, because sometimes you have business to do. And we found Wednesday worked for us, that we would get our banking done or business or whatever we had to go do. We did it on Wednesday. You're so used to, in the corporate world, taking Saturday and Sunday off. Well, those are our busy days for real estate. So we don't want to do that. But, take another day, take some time for yourself. And I kind of ran myself into the ground the first year, because I was just so anxious to get all kinds of transactions in and really do well. And we did do well, but I was tired at the end of it, and I was doing too much. So you need to take time, help you regroup, clear your mind, take a walk, take a bike ride, whatever, take a little short trip close by, but get away from this. And you don't need to tell people where you are, what you're doing. You just say, I have appointments that day. I can't see you Wednesday, but I'm good for Tuesday or Thursday. Which day works best for you? And that usually works, and they won't bother you about it. Number 4, don't do too many buyers in 1 week. I was doing 3 and 4 buyers, and it got to be like just people coming in, coming out. And I wasn't keeping up with them. And I didn't remember what the couple from Monday looked at time I got to Wednesday. And it was just like, I wasn't being a good agent. I wasn't following up. I wasn't, staying in touch with them. I was just trying to get something sold. And this is a relationship business. It's a contact sport, yes. But don't do too many in a week. It wears you out. And I don't think you're very effective doing that. If you can't do enough, send a referral to another agent in your office. If it's just something you can't handle, just don't do too many. I just have found it doesn't work. You forget to follow up with them. You forget to do their searches. You forget what they looked at. And I have to go back and look at their papers because I save everything I show. And we'll go, oh yeah, that's those people. I sure have followed up with them because they really were interested in some of those listings. So don't wait on them to call you. You contact them. So that's just a helpful hint for that. Number 5, look during this first year at the things you've signed up for. Do I really need this CRM? This type of CRM? Could I do better with this kind of CRM? Do I need all these bells and whistles that I've gotten? Really? No. Just look at the money you're spending and make sure the money is going toward helping your business. And a lot of the brokerages will, lean you one way or the other, but look through it. Talk to some of your friends. Talk to some of the realtors. Do I really need this? Do I need to go to that convention? When I go to the convention, do I need to buy those 5 things I got? Those monogrammed cutting boards that I do for closing? No. So find other things. Spend your money on other things because they make you pay ahead for those things to have an inventory, and you don't want to do that. Notepads, whatever. Just buy what you need when you need it. And just check your systems and make sure they really are what you need for your business to do a good job. And the bonus one, bookkeeping. Make sure you've been keeping your receipts. You've got your business credit card only, your business checking account only, that all your receipts are there so that when your CPA looks at those two, that they have a full picture of what your expenses are for the year. Because you want to make sure you capture all of those expenses because it is expensive between the MLS fees, MLS dues. You want to make sure all of that is in one place. Your car insurance, your mileage, whatever they're wanting you to write off, make sure all of that is kept under one umbrella, whether it's the tires for your car because you're using it totally for business, and something to talk to your CPA about. But make sure you have all your ducks in a row and you've kept everything up because first year is kind of a mess sometimes. So that way you're set yourself up for year 2 and you're keeping all your receipts. So I want you to be a great agent out there. There are a lot of bad ones and I know there are a lot of good ones, and I want you to be one of the good ones. So thanks so much. If you have time, I'd love for you to check out the link below for the field guide that we have, and also leave us a comment. I love to hear from you. I love to hear ideas and just how it's going with you and things I can help you with in my business will help you. So take care. Thank you. Thank you for watching. If you're looking to be a better agent or you're a new agent getting into the business, you might want to look at a couple of these new videos that we have that will help you on that process. I want to thank you for watching. If you liked what we're saying, please like and subscribe. Look forward to talking to you again.